Now, as we ask what can be done, we see a strategy offered by this administration. I heard it yesterday in the House Armed Services Committee when Secretary of Defense Carter and Chairman of the Joint Chiefs Dempsey attempted to articulate it. I left more confused than when I entered. The President is offering a plan without vision or conviction. Indeed, Secretary Carter could not even name it, calling it, and I quote, the so-called nine-line strategy, end quote. So-called? Do we not even have enough conviction to call the strategy some name? Is it our strategy or not? Are we so unsure of it that we do not even know what to call it? And then we were informed of the, and I quote, lily pad strategy, end quote. I suppose that is the one that makes us look like a bunch of toads. The 9 lines, if we decide to actually call it that, this strategy, when taken together, are mostly passive and defensive. In my 21 years of military infantry service, I have never seen enemies defeated by defense. While passive measures are important, they are only complementary. The President is looking for nations in the Middle East to lead. Middle Eastern countries are looking to the United States for leadership. We cannot approach this problem like pushing a strand of wet spaghetti. Grab it by the front, and it will go where you want it to go. If Iraq and Syria were a crime-ridden neighborhood, this 9-line strategy would be like relying on neighborhood watches to physically fight criminals and restore leadership of the town. The mayor and police would then tell them, well, if you clean up your neighborhood, then we will come and provide the protection that you require. If only life worked that way. The military can provide pauses, but we cannot provide an Iraqi collapse when the President pulls out all the protection necessary to sustain a nascent government. If the United States is not committed with a diplomatic, economic, and informational solution, all the heroics exerted by our men and women in uniform to provide a window will be squandered once again if we abandon our gains. Secretary Carter and Chairman of the Joint Chiefs Dempsey spoke of trying to find people willing to fight in Iraq. There are plenty of them. The problem is they are Sunni Arabs and Kurds. They do not wish to live under ISIS, yet we will not organize them into a Sunni Arab and Sunni Kurd federation that would actually stand a chance of success and would be a deadly blow to the objectives of ISIS. They want to govern themselves because Baghdad cannot include them. They do not wish to live under ISIS barbarity, and we should embrace them.